Hey guys, I am TP West and welcome back for another Redstone video. Today what I have for you is this castle-style drawbridge. So what do I mean by drawbridge? Well, at first glance, it just looks like a normal door, but there's this moat in front of it with guardians inside to make it look more intimidating to cross. And to open the door, we just aim at this target block over here. I just use a target block, but you can use any other type of input to open this door. And the door will open and reveal a bridge. And this bridge is what we can use to safely cross the moat. And when we're here on the other side, we could just press this button to close it. And I'll get rid of the bridge and bring up the door once more. And the flying machine will go back. And once again, our castle is secure. And yes, I do understand that it's not really secure because a player can just make his own bridge to the other side, but really, this drawbridge is more for style than anything else. Now what we have over here is the general skeletal system of the design without all of the fancy blocks we have over there. And when we press this button, it'll just bring this flying machine down and turn that door into a bridge. And after that, we can just press this button again and it'll bring the door back up. And we just have a soul sand block over there to update the water into a bubble column, which will send the flying machine back. And since we're using a bubble column, you can make this moat as deep as you want. You just need to bring this structure down and also extend this observer line further down as well. Now over here we have the exact same design, but this time using a lava moat. And this lava moat should only be 1 block deep because now we're using a dispenser with a bucket inside to update this flying machine over here. Later on, I'll be showing you how to modify that design to turn it into a lava moat, and I'll be leaving a timestamp for that in the description below. Now to get started on the tutorial, first we need to plot out the area. These red blocks over here represent our wall, and it needs to be 3 blocks wide. And over here, these blue blocks represent our moat, and it needs to be 6 blocks wide. And we'll make this moat 7 blocks deep, but you can make yours as deep as you want, but the water always needs to start 3 blocks down. So let's just count 1, 2, 3, and then the water needs to start at this level over here. And then we'll go an extra 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will be the depth of our moat. Now when you're done building your moat, it should look something like this, but of course in actuality, your moat will go all around your build as moats do. Just remember that the water needs to start 3 blocks down. Next, we can start building the opening mechanism. Over here at one side of your wall, just place a sticky piston facing up. And on top of that, place 10 slime blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then facing this way, place an observer. And against that observer, place an obsidian block. Then 10 glass blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then on top of that obsidian block, place a repeater set on 4 ticks. 1, 2, 3. And then on top of all of these glass blocks, just place some redstone dust. And then here at the very end, underneath, just place a piston facing this way. Skip 1 block. Place a dropper here and here. Skip another block. Place another dropper here and here. Then over here, place a piston facing this way. Next, we can build the flying machines that'll push the door down. Starting with this piston over here, just go 2 slime blocks down and 3 slime blocks this way. Then against those droppers, just place some observers like so. And an observer over here, all facing down. Then just grab a sticky piston and place it over here. Then a slime block underneath it. Then over here, place a sticky piston facing up. Then an observer over here, facing into this slime block like so. Then grab some normal pistons and place them under these slime blocks over here. Then just copy the entire thing on this side, just mirror it. Just replace these slime blocks over here in this L shape with honey blocks and make sure to align these observers with these droppers over here. And when you're done building the flying machines, they should look like this. Next, we're going to make some holes in the floor. Just align them with these downward facing pistons over here. So just make some holes over here. Just like that. And take out these blocks as well. Then over here, just create a row of observers facing into these blocks. Then underneath those, just make a row of pistons. Like so. Then grab some observers and place them in a row against this wall, 1 block down from these pistons over here. Then grab some more blocks and make a row under these observers. Then 2 rows of blocks over here. Then grab some powered rail or activator rail and place them in rows of 2 like this. Then on top of those, just place observers facing upwards. Then some normal pistons on top of those observers. And we can take out these blocks over here. for the door to pass later on. Next, we can make the return system for the flying machines. Just replace this block over here with an obsidian block right next to the hole and place an observer facing down into it. Like so. And just remove these blocks and just place a block down here and another one over here. Then one more up here. Then grab 2 repeaters and place them over here, both set on 4 ticks. Then on top of this block, just place a normal piston facing up and just mirror the entire thing on the other side. And once you're done building the return system, we can come over here to the other side and just clear out a 2x6 hole in this wall. And this needs to be right above the water level and aligned with this hole over here. And then back here, 1 block behind the hole, just place a 2x3 structure of slime and a 2x3 structure of honey blocks right beside it. Then just place a row of observers facing up down here. Then up here, a row of pistons facing this way. Now I just cleared out a bunch of blocks up here to make things easier to see because we're going to build out another flying machine back here. Just place a sticky piston facing into these slime blocks like so, and another one facing into these honey blocks. Then back here, just place an observer facing up, just like so, and another one right beside it. Then make an L shape of slime blocks. And, whoops, and back here, just place a sticky piston facing back. Then another observer facing up, just like that. Then over here, another slime block. Then another sticky piston facing this way. And behind that sticky piston, we can place an immovable block such as obsidian. Then we can place the blocks back up here. Whoops. But the blocks above these flying machines need to be blocks that won't stick to the slime or the honey. I am just using glazed terracotta, but you can use any non-sticky blocks. So just place them up here. You can use things like barrels or furnaces, but I'm just using glazed terracotta. And you also need to replace these blocks over here around this hole as well. Just like so. Next, we can build a system that'll launch those flying machines over there. Just place a sticky piston down here in line with this piston over here. Then 1 block away, just make a column of slime blocks until you reach the floor of your moat. And the deeper your moat, the longer this line will be. Then place an observer back here. Then a row of blocks 1 block down until you reach the other side of your moat. And the end should be in line with those sticky pistons over there. Then on top of these blocks, just place a row of redstone dust. Then here at the end, just go 1 block up and place a piston facing up. Then 1 block away, place an observer facing up. Then some blocks over here until you reach these 2 observers. Then let's go here in front and place 2 obsidian blocks over here so we don't accidentally move this flying machine while we're working on it. Then on top of these blocks, just place some rails. I'm just using powered rails, but you can also use activator rails. Then an observer here. Then 1 block down, place a block. And over here, place a repeater set to 4 ticks. And then we can just go over here and remove the obsidian blocks once again. Next, we can come down here and build a system that'll return that flying machine over here in the center left block. Just replace the block underneath this powered rail with an observer, just like so. And don't forget to place the powered rail back. And underneath that observer, place an observer 1 block down and place a powered rail on top. Then place a block underneath that observer. And if you want to bring this down further, if you have a deeper moat, you can just do so just by adding more observers over here and more powered rail. But since our moat is just this deep, we'll just place a block down here and go 1 block down over here, then another block, then place redstone dust on top of this block, and a repeater over here set to 2 ticks. A block in front of that repeater over here. Then replace this block over here with a soul sand block. You can also use magma blocks and grab some sticky pistons and place it over here facing up and remove that. And just place a torch on this block over here. And next, we can build the actual door itself. You can use any block in the game as long as it's movable by pistons. Just place some blocks on top of these observers over here. And then blocks in front of these observers. And blocks up until you reach the top pistons. And when we're done building up the door, we're almost done with the actual redstone. We just need to add the buttons that will activate the entire system. Over here, just remove these blocks and place a sticky piston right next to this repeater over here. Then place an observer over here in front of that sticky piston and place a block with a button over here. If you don't want to use a button, you can also use what I used over there and just place a target block on top. But if you're playing before 1.16, you can use any other type of input you want. I'm just using a button for simplicity and just copy the entire thing on the other side like so. Another sticky piston and another observer over here with a button. And when we press this button, that'll launch the flying machine and bring our entire bridge out. And when we press the button again, that'll bring up our door, and in a bit, that flying machine will go back. Just like that. And when it's all done, you can add in your walls. I just replaced the blocks down here with stairs, and you also need to take note that 3 blocks above the door and 2 blocks on either side need to be blocks that don't stick to honey or slime. And again, I just use glazed terracotta, and you need to do that over here as well for our column of slime blocks over here. And now I'm going to show you guys how to build the lava moat version. Over here is our lava moat. As you can see, it's much shallower because our lava should only be 1 block deep, but it should still start 3 blocks down. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, and over here is our lava level. And let's just remove these blocks, and let's just count 3 blocks from the edge of this hole. 1, 2, 3, and 3 more blocks, 2, 3. And over here, we'll place an upwards facing dispenser. Then across from it, we'll just place a dropper over here. And down here, as you can see, we've removed our entire soul sand system. And over here, we have our dropper, and this is our dispenser. Now let's just place an observer against our dropper with a block underneath. Then just place 2 more blocks like so, with redstone dust on top of this block, and a repeater on top of this block set to 4 ticks. Then we'll just place an observer on top of that repeater, facing into our dispenser. Then we just go over here to our flying machine, and just place another observer over here in this empty slime block. And that's pretty much all of the changes that we need for our lava moat. One more thing, don't forget to place a bucket inside your dispenser, then you can place in your layer of lava and the drawbridge will work as normal. And that's pretty much it for my castle style drawbridge. As usual, a world download will be available in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button because it'll really help my channel grow. And if you want to see more redstone builds, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I have new videos out. Once again, this has been TP West. Thanks for watching.